Ladies and gentlemen, what's about to happen on this stage in this Thunderdome is unprecedented. It has never happened before. But what this man is currently doing when it comes to picking NFL playoff games might be unprecedented as well. Just a few weeks ago, we saw him post a video standing in front of a truck, I do believe, onto his Instagram, predicting the entire Super Wildcard weekend while using clever analogies and the score. And the only one he got wrong out of 6 games was when he picked the Philadelphia Eagles, because that's the team he is a fan of. 5-1 week 1 picking games. Well, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Won't be able. Comes back again.
Boom.
3-1. Currently sitting at 8-2 with his songs, debuting his championship weekend song that I believe he wrote in the last day or so. Country music sensation. Football IQ icon. Ladies and gentlemen, Breland.
What's going on?
Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate you.
Bring me back.
Okay, when you start, I'm hitting play.
Let's get it.
Okay, let's go.
Breland.
2 beasts in the AFC, and I know it'll be interesting. QBs with some MVPs, trying to stay alive to win the next one. 3 seed, always on TV, showing Taylor it's a bit obsessive. I know the league probably wants to see Mahomes my idol, but I'm more progressive. The Ravens blocking, it's called an unkindness. I see him dropping Mahomes a couple times, and Patrick Queen is the king of stopping tight ends, and the O-line, D-line in alignment. I see Lamar out here raising the bar, going 400 yards with his legs and his arms. Gotta give Zay his flowers cause the kid is a star, and it's likely Andrews finally making his mark. Then we got the Niners and the Lions. San Fran had a bob it, I won't buy it. My mom brought his son, got his white shining. He went to Jared Goff, that's where you find rings. It's been a long time, so they better win. But Mr. Irrelevant's better than he's ever been. Only taking L's if you take him at his element. But I'ma pick Detroit, go and tell a friend.
Hey,
Let's go.
Had to put it on wax first time on the show, and I got it down pat. Hey, you can hit me on the app. Super Bowl coming up, I might have to come back.
That was fantastic. Wow. Thank you, Breland. Hey, we'll bring you, actually, here you go. Just saddle up right here.
Hey, man.
That's your mic right there.
Cool.
Dude,
Bars.
let's go, Breland.
Wow. That was awesome.
Let's go. So he likes the Ravens.
Yeah, I like the Ravens.
Yeah,
I like the Ravens. I'm sorry, I'm putting it up. I like the Ravens. I like Detroit.
Okay.
Fucking right.
All right.
Lamar 400, arms and legs.
Okay, so let's talk about this.
Let's get it.
Because whenever you release a Super Wildcard Weekend one, you end up going 5-1.
Yep.
Never been more confused in my life about how that, honestly. And I think even whenever we were talking about it on the show, I said, the Eagles one is just like a heart-made one. That was the only one that really felt like that. That was the only one you lost there. Big football fan, follow football. How'd we get in there?
Very closely, man. I tapped out at the size I am now, so I couldn't really play for long, but big fan of the game. Love watching the birds. But as I've gotten older and started to appreciate football and sport in general, what it means to the culture, how it brings people together, how it tears people apart sometimes. I'm a big sports fan.
Well, you crushed it thus far. Let's talk about music-wise. How long have you been in music? And you're from Jersey, I believe?
Yeah, originally from Jersey, living in Nashville currently. Right. But that's the Eagles connection, South Jersey. Been making music for some time. Started out writing songs for a lot of other people, written songs in the R&B hip-hop world for a lot of people, and then came over to the country side of things as an artist a few years ago.
So I was on a plane in Minnesota, I believe.
Yeah.
And he was sitting in the seat behind me.
I'm wearing a tank top and flip-flops, by the way.
Of course, naturally.
It's hot in the airport.
Yeah. And the plane.
I'm inside. You know, there is that moment where you got to walk down the thing.
Right.
And then they have the thing next to the plane. It is very cold. But once you get inside, I'm the right spot. But you were sitting there, and I had not known of you. And I meet you. And then during the whole flight, I just listened to all your shit. And literally during the flight, I'm like, Breland, like, hey, you are a
talent.
You're a fucking talent. So I've obviously been a massive fan ever since.
Thank you.
We appreciate the hell out of you getting into the football world. The boys have some questions for you. Go ahead, Colin.
Yeah, I mean, you're a Philly fan, South Jersey. What you guys, and I'm just going to say that because it's all Eagles fans, are doing to Nick Sirianni is not okay. because you guys are dragging him through the mud, and he just went to a Super Bowl. Are you all in on Sirianni still, or is that
I
just
personally am all in on Sirianni. I just think he needed a little bit more support on the coordinator side.
Sure.
I think he's someone that's going to rally people together, but you need some of those X's and O's guys to help complement a guy like that. But you need someone like that, especially since Jalen is so chill.
Oh, yeah.
You got to have
right.
somebody who
We're
can
talking
get
about
everyone.
that with Harbaugh and Herbert.
Yeah.
It feels like we forget about that with Jalen because the amount of hate Jalen gives.
Yeah, people hate Jalen because he's so
Well,
handsome.
look, man, if you
So
lose
cool.
a game in Philly, just a single game, people are ready to throw you out. Look, we got rid of Doug Peterson 2 or 3 years after his Super Bowl, and people were looking at us crazy, and that's just how it is, man. You got to win often. What have you done for me lately in Philadelphia?
It's a beautiful fan base. Go ahead, Ty.
So speaking of that, do you think? I mean, is Jalen the guy for the future? Everyone's saying, "Hey, he's too stoic. He's too stoic." You know,
Too handsome.
too handsome, too stoic. He doesn't really. I mean, him and
Not enough
AJ
motion.
Brown basically going at each other damn near every week, and social media loves to say, "Hey, these guys hate each other."
Feud.
I mean, I don't want to bring up Carson Wentz. I don't know what your feelings on him are, but I mean, you know, they paid him all that money, so he's obviously going to be there. But do you think Jalen needs to lighten up a little bit, maybe just have some fun out there, or what?
I think Jalen's fine. I think he was trying to learn a new offense this year, and I also think realistically he didn't look 100% healthy. Some of those fast twitch muscles you usually see him taking off, he didn't have that same level of explosiveness. I wouldn't be surprised if over the next few weeks we find out, oh, wow, he wasn't 100%, and to me that was a bigger factor.
I learned through College Game Day about the amount of football fans that are in the country music world.
Oh, yeah.
How is Nashville? Have you enjoyed living down there from Jersey?
Yeah, man, Nashville is great. I feel like most country music artists look like they play football, actually, and figured if I could kind of put all that together in my own unique way, maybe it would work.
AJ thought your song was going to be the corniest fucking thing of all time.
Oh, I say, AJ, I got words for you, man. I saw that.
No,
clip.
hold on. But then as soon
You
as
watched it in real time, though.
yeah, but then as soon as he saw TJ watching from the sideline,
Yep.
I think that was where he's. Oh, wait a second.
Wow.
Pretty,
Oh, no, I was
pretty
in.
clever fucking guy.
Down.
Very good. Yeah, very good.
No,
Thing,
it
you
was
can
cool
tell can write.
to win you over in real time, AJ. That meant a lot.
Well, he wasn't the only one. I think what you saw from AJ was probably a lot of football, as we've heard from football people this year.
Right.
We don't want this shit.
Nope. Just want the game.
That's
Right.
gonna. But then, as you're watching it, you're thinking to yourself, like, whenever you tag me in it, and I know your ability writing and how great it is, like phenomenal storyteller. I'm like, oh no, like that's what I was thinking. Right. Oh no, as I was at my house, wife was asleep.
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't even open the DM for 12 hours.
Until you came in.
Yeah, so I didn't even want you to see that I saw it because I was potentially going to be like, didn't even see it. You know, didn't even see it. So if we ever, so I open it and I start watching it, and as soon as I'm like, of course,
You got to
No.
okay.
Right.
And then you started going, and I'm like, of course, Breland's a fucking talent. I should have never doubted. But anytime you try to do what you tried to do there, normally it sounds terrible.
Oh, and
Is
I've
this gonna
seen people try to do it in the past. It doesn't work.
Are you going to continue to do it? This feels like a good lane.
I mean, look, man, I'm always going to continue making my actual regular music, but as a sports fan, if I get opportunities to pop out, you know, on the Pat McAfee Show, you know, I'll definitely keep it going.
Bro, yeah, we're lucky you're here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not if you get the opportunity to.
Yeah.
There's also a lot of people that can't just do this every single week, you know?
That's
Come
true.
up with it.
Just come up with something.
because it is
isn't
clever.
shit.
It's clever.
So-
Yeah, like some of the bars in there were
Yeah.
next level, like the Jared Golf Bar.
Bingo.
yeah,
Yeah,
That's what
Jared,
happened.
man.
Yeah.
He
That's
went to
what-
Jared. That's where you
Yeah.
find rings.
Right.
Genius.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you smoke whenever you think of this, or is just this natural sober
You know what?
brain?
I know you had Snoop on here earlier, so maybe I caught a little secondhand. But I just like to sit and just try to come up. I mean, I'm watching these games in real time. I feel like the Lions' offense and defense have been playing great. Same with the Ravens. I think the Chiefs were maybe one play off if Stephon Diggs catches that bomb that was perfectly placed in his right arm and actually cradles it, brings it in. We're looking at a completely different game. Also, if homeboy doesn't shank the field goal,
Yeah.
Watch your mouth.
Thank you, Breland.
Watch your
look,
mouth.
hey, I know.
He's taking it up. They raised $300,000, by the way, for his 10 Lives Cat Foundation. Is what's being reported by ML Football.
Yep.
Once
Hey.
again, who knows if that's real?
Right.
And also, I know kickers get a bad rap. You know, it's
Yeah,
like
you just decided to.
kickers get a bad rap. Like it's windy. You never know what's going on. They probably should have got it in the end zone, and it wouldn't have been on his shoulders to do it in the first place.
Amen.
But
Put that in the next song.
You know, had they scored that touchdown, my score would have been right and my pick would have been right.
Yeah.
Would have been 31-27.
What was it? Super Wild Card Weekend. Lions win, but it's a close call.
Correct.
Yeah.
Hey,
It was.
You're
Spot
getting
on.
some shit like
I'm
really.
sick. The CJ Stroud stat line. Look, man, I'm out here sniping it, man. Flostradamus going nuts.
You gambling on these games or not?
Every now and then I'll put a little something down, but I also know that when you try to make a parlay, me being 8 for 10, I would have made $0. So you know, you gotta try to cut your losses. If you can get out while you can, you gotta get out.
Keyshawn Butte,
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't know that.
8,900 bets this guy made.
I saw there's a kid who just
The LSU.
LSU kid.
Yeah.
That's tough.
8,900.
And he was betting on his own team, which I know makes people even more upset.
Yeah, but what has been reported, which
Betting on
is
them
a
win.
good piece of information, he wasn't betting against them.
No.
No, that's fair.
Like there's
Sure.
a couple, which can't do that.
Right.
Obviously.
Right.
Of course,
But,
can't do any.
Like there was Colts guys that got kicked off the team for gambling and allegedly were gambling on Colts stuff. And I'm like, it should come. You guys should want the world to know whether or not that was betting for the Colts
Oh, yeah.
or against the Colts. Because if it's against the Colts, it's like never allowed back in sports.
Yep, that's a problem.
Yeah,
Get him
that's
out.
true.
That's a bad
You
move.
got to at least be able to bet on yourself
Bingo.
Oh,
to
yeah.
win.
So
Yeah.
boxers have done that for a long time.
Yeah.
Boxers have gone to the window or somebody has and bet on them so they can up the purse and everything like that. Can't happen in football. We got a good thing going.
Yeah.
One of them is the fact that we got a genius putting out songs every single weekend. So next year, 17 games, 1 bye week.
Yep.
That's 18 songs.
Yep.
Preseason's 3 games.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Preseason
That's
for
21.
Yeah,
Right.
You can do an
Su-
off-season one about like Amy Strunk in Nashville.
Going into the season, it's 22
XFL
songs.
season too,
You
though.
know, we got free agent moves
spring.
going around.
Free agent
Boom.
moves. Yep.
Yeah, you're right.
You know.
UFL too.
Yeah, the draft is a good point.
Yep.
Draft is a big one.
Yep.
You're gonna be busy.
Baseball.
Need the draft.
You're gonna be busy.
Oh, yeah.
What if you did top 10 of the draft order, how you see it going?
That'd be sick.
That's probably.
It's your
You're
mock
Are the
draft.
Bears taking a quarterback?
But you tell
tell
us.
Yeah, you tell
I
us.
can only give it to you in song form. That's all I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, Breland, we appreciate you.